Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just gone over to Bitcoin, big on the CoinsKid group. So we've seen a massive move yesterday for Bitcoin, over 25%, huge move, the past few days. Absolutely come from nowhere, didn't it? And like I've always said to you, opportunity never feels like opportunity when there's absolute fear and pessimism in the market. Always expect the opposite. Again, when there's absolutely overextension to the top and you're really greedy, you're going vertical, always expect retracements back into them EMAs right there. And you can always look at indicators as a guide to kind of steer you in the direction as well. So just here we are getting a little bit of greed creeping back into the market just here on the fear and greed index. So 56, little bit just over neutral right there, where it was 49 yesterday. So let's keep an eye on this. If this gets really overcooked, I would imagine you're going to come in for a big correction. Okay, now there is a key level of support I'm looking at the moment. I'm going to show you everything I'm looking at for Bitcoin, but equally let's dive into the CBBI as well. So looking at the CBBI, it currently sits at 18. I think it was at 13 the other day when we had that pullback to that trend line. Yeah, it was. And then I'm looking for uptrend structure in the CBBI as well. So currently 19 is a local high. If this thing starts to take it out, then here on the CBBI index, we're doing exactly what we did off the bottom, up and down, and we're not losing any structure in the CBBI too. And this is something you want to see, as a sort of confluence to the fact that we are bullish off the bottom right now for Bitcoin. So again, I'm going to show you all the things I'm looking for in the charts today for me to, get really super bullish about Bitcoin, and I can actually jump up and down and tell you that the bottom's in. Let's go through the charts right now. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, one thing we're looking for here to a confirmation of the bottom is the weekly 55 EMA. Close above that, I think, is really bullish. That currently sits at 25110. Now we have got a beautiful backtest confirmation here, resistance. So we came back into resistance and we come back to this support. We've got the confirmed support. Equally, just there in this little leg, we've got the 10 EMA creeping up. We've got the 20 EMA creeping up in a potential. If you take a look at this, we've got some kind of little ascending triangle just there. So even if Bitcoin rejects here, comes back, if it creates another higher low here on the weekly, something like that, some kind of ascending triangle just there under key resistance and support, we'll get the pop to the upside. That would be amazing. So again, you could just wait for the close back above the 55-week EMA before entering Bitcoin, because obviously I've not got a crystal ball. It could be some kind of dead cat bounce. It could be some kind of fake out, bull trap, whatever, before new lows. Please remember this. Nothing I say is financial advice. So it's all about closing outside of resistance to confirm you bullish, and losing support and closing below that to confirm you bearish. And this is what I said to you. If we start to see closes below the 10 and 20 and back into this neckline here, that's bearish, but we've not got it. Okay, so we've put in a lovely level of support. We've bolted here. I think Bitcoin went up 25% in a day, which is ridiculous. That's a massive move for Bitcoin. So what I'm looking at is potentially some kind of price compression here over the next few weeks. If we can sort of hold this resistance and start to come back and then hold a high low, like I said to you, this would be a wave 3, which takes out that 55-week EMA, because this would be a 1, this would be a 2, and boom, you're breaking a 3, confirming this bull run here for me for Bitcoin. This is something I'm looking at, a wave 3, the power wave 3, like I said to you, is really powerful just there for Bitcoin. So again, just be patient, something you could wait for. We're looking for a weekly 55 EMA close. I think that once we get that, I think you're impulsive at that point, and I think you could be looking at breaking out of the 1 fib, and I will be looking at 1272 minimal, around about 102k for Bitcoin. Okay, when everyone's in disbelief right there. So anyway, let's look at the monthly time frame for Bitcoin to see what it has to do to confirm the bottom on the monthly time frame. So looking at Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, we need to see a close above the blue line for me to get really excited about the possible bottom being in on the monthly. I think most importantly, what we definitely want to see for Bitcoin going forward is just multiple closes back above that yellow line, which is currently 27214. If you start to see multiple closes like 2-3 months above that level of resistance right there and holding it support, I think you've got confirmation of an impulsive move basically for Bitcoin. Okay, so again, you could just be patient and wait for that, but right now we are looking for a beautiful little close up of 24039 on the 10 EMA on the monthly time frame. I think it's a very powerful signal right there, and I've gone through this with you multiple times as to why. Okay, we're not doing it just yet, but we are getting a bit of follow through here off this neutral doji candle. Like I said to you, it's a very neutral pattern. I did anticipate a little pullback to fill some of the wick. We've got that. A potential bear trap right now, and right now we're bolting back up. So essentially coming up, coming down, higher low, looking to come up, make a higher high here for Bitcoin. Okay, so we just need to see the follow through. Like I said to you, if we can get the close, the monthly close above the 10 EMA, I think we've got a looking glass and a big major bullish signal right there for Bitcoin. But until we do that, obviously what we've done, we've come down, we've made a low, we've made a high, we've made a lower low, we've made a lower high, we've made a lower low, and right now we sort of need to bust a move and close back above all this level of resistance here and start to come up and make a high higher high. Then you've got a low, you're making a high, you come back in a higher low, you come up in a higher high, and so on and so forth. So you reverse the trend on the monthly, and an indication of that is by getting back above these EMAs and holding them as support in the uptrend, just like you lost these EMAs and hold them in a downtrend. Okay, so we're looking for the confirmation by closing back above these EMAs on the monthly time frame here for Bitcoin. So again, just be patient, wait for the closes. Okay, but anyway, let's look at the 5-day Gaussian right now. So looking at the 5-day Gaussian, I think again you could just sit and wait for this close above the median line, because historical data shows us that if you close above this median line level on the Gaussian, that's a really bullish statement to break above and take out the top, and then you've got a massive impulsive move to the upside. So you can clearly see here on the Gaussian channel, we broke into the resistance of the median, we've came back to all this support, we've actually bounced off the bottom of the Gaussian at the moment on the 5-day time frame. So we're sort of condensed and sort of compressing inside of the Gaussian at the moment. We definitely don't want to see Bitcoin falling out of the Gaussian, because that would indicate another impulsive move to the downside, if not a retracement to that low. Okay, so what we're looking at is just a close above the medium line, which currently sits at roughly what is that, 23073 in the next 2 days and 15 hours, almost 3 days to get the close back above that resistance right there. And most importantly, I think that if we start to see that, that's really bullish. But what we're looking for is to take out the top end of the Gaussian channel right there. If we start to do that, that for me is a massive bullish signal. And again, it is something you can just wait for, okay, instead of potentially catching a falling knife right here for Bitcoin. So there's some of the key things that I'm looking at to get really bullish about Bitcoin, the potential that this is your bottom and you're looking at a massive break to the upside. So let's dive into the 4-hourly chart right now and see what we can see for Bitcoin, okay? So looking at 4-hourly time frame, this has been an amazing trade for the CoinsKid crew. I did post this on Twitter, and I did talk about it in the videos right here. I do think we'll get some kind of retracement off this support, a selling triangle, break up to the upside through the EMAs. Okay, this is ran massive. Look at this. To be honest with you, what I was expecting here is some kind of retracement back up into this resistance. Some kind of wave 4, and then another continuation of a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correction that comes back down to that white trend line. Okay, we've not got it, and in a minute we are invalidating the fact that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we've took out this low, like I said to you. So what I want to see at the minute, I think would be really bullish for Bitcoin, is obviously taking out that resistance right there, but holding these EMAs, okay, holding these EMAs. Because if we can hold these EMAs like this, and we get some kind of correction coming right now, some kind of ABC that slows down on these EMAs, because we have bolted, okay, come back in some kind of ABC, hold to support in a beautiful wave 2, the next wave up is going to be the wave to break that. Okay, so like I said to you, I'm looking for a 1, a 2 pullback, a 3 breaks all this resistance and confirms the bottom for me, which is a subset of waves within a bigger wave, basically. So the wave 3 is always the powerful. Like I said to you, it's the power to break resistance. So I'm looking at a wave 3 after a pullback, a potential pullback here for Bitcoin. Okay, so I would not necessarily be looking to long at this point. What I would actually be looking to do, because of the wicks here, I will actually looking to short at this moment. So personally, I've took profit on the long right now. Okay, and I'm looking to go short. I've not gone short yet, but I'm looking to short once I've made this video. So what I will be looking at is retracement, basically. So at the minute we are a little bit overcooked. We've got a little bit of a bearish divergence there, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think this is just an opportunity. It doesn't mean I'm perma bear, perma bull, whatever. It's just an opportunity to make money in all these waves. Okay, so just here, like I said to you, you've got a massive level of support. You've got an ascending triangle. I would not be looking to go short there. You've got the RSI on the floor, so we went long, boom, rode it up. So right now you're creating a bearish divergence. If we've got higher highs in the bodies of the candles just there, we'll take a look on the 4-hourly time frame, and in the RSI we've got a little baby bearish divergence just there. We're making a series of lower highs as well. So I would be looking to go short at this point with my stop on this wick high. Okay, now obviously this is probably a crowded trade, to be honest with you. This is why you're going to use a stop loss. So I always show you what I'm going to do. So right now that's my stop loss on that wick high at 24815, and I will go short as soon as I finish this video. I will go short and I'll put my stop loss on that high. If it goes against me, I've lost what, 2.18% for a potential short back down into this resistance, the support, that we're broken out of. Now, one thing that's positive here is the golden cross. So if we get a retracement come in, some kind of ABC correction like this comes back, we need to see Bitcoin holding these EMAs. So at the minute, I would be looking to short all the way back down to that 55 EMA as a retester case in time. Not exactly where it is now, obviously, because this is going to come back up. But as soon as we hit that 55 EMA in a correction, I'd be looking to exit that short. Okay, so again, I'll keep you updated with everything I do. And obviously, it can go against me. This is why you apply stop loss. So again, you can copy them in this trade. The links on Bybit in each and every single video description. Don't be a degen. Don't over leverage. Don't go in with life savings. Just learn to ride the waves. Okay, we've had a beautiful long up here, and right now I'm sort of steering more towards a retracement, because what I think we've got is a 5-wave move here like this. We've got a 1, we've got a 2, we've got a 3, we've got a 4, we've got a 5. Possibly this is still a 3, and right now we're going through some kind of wave 2 ABC, possibly like this: A, B, see back down to the 55 in time, you know, a bigger retracement. In fact, we can kind of calculate the retracement using the Fibonacci, so we might be looking at some kind of draw back down to the 382 at 22677. So we'll keep an eye on this, some kind of ABC zigzag correction. That would be a perfect wave 2 off this impulsive wave 1. This will be a 1 like this into key resistance, come back in a 2, and then we come up with a powerful 3. Now if we start to see that, for me, you've got a confirm bottom right there, okay? And this is just one impulsive wave of many in a subset of waves with a larger 3 wave. Do you understand? It's quite complicated, but yeah, I think, like I've said to you so many times, wave 3 is always the most powerfulest wave which you see take out key resistance. So we need to see the third wave, okay, after this massive bolt ABC correction coming back. Wave 3 will be the power to take out that high, and equally the 55-year main, the 10-year main, and the top end of the Gaussian channel right there, which is something we need to see. But you're not going to do it, you know, by going vertical. You have to come up, come back, and go up and come back, and things like that, and the market moves in waves. So this is an opportunity right now. And again, I could come back to the video tomorrow and it's absolutely broken out again and it's going vertical and things like that, and you know, and I've got stopped out my short, but it is what it is. Now remember, you can do all this. Don't be a degen, don't over leverage. The links in each and every single video description. They've got amazing sign up bonuses. Take care everyone, back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.